Hey everyone, welcome back to Your Thoughts On. It's the series where we ask you guys a question about Call of Duty Zombies, and then we talk about your answers. Could it be funny? Could it be interesting? Could you guys sway us on an opinion? Honestly, you never know what could happen. And so today, we asked you guys about the Tomb, the brand new Zombies map. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it somewhere in the middle? So getting into the first comment, our first comment is coming from Rich925Cal1. They said DLC used to be $15 a pop. Now they're free, along with the multiplayer maps and various cosmetics that each season introduces. You're tripping, bruh. You didn't have to pay a dime for the Tomb. Shut your unappreciative up. But yeah, essentially here is that you're not allowed to criticize the content because it's free, okay? It's a free content drop. Why are you going to give any criticism towards it? Just accept it. It's free, dude. If you paid for it, then it's all right. But if it's free, no criticism. You're just complaining and that you suck and should die.
Okay, I don't know if it's that, but okay.
Oh, maybe I'm putting words in his mouth. I don't know.
Dude, it's the next Zombies experience, man.
Yeah, man.
I wouldn't think, like, I would pay for DLC too.
Yeah.
If it was $15, but it's not. It just, I don't happen to have to pay for it.
Yeah, bro.
Time.
At least now it's kind of at or around the similar kind of like level, or if not exceeding some of the content we've had for paid DLC in the past. In terms of like the depth and the amount of stuff you can do. Like, look at World at War, Black Ops 1, and even Black Ops 2. Like, at all, like, those paid DLC packs, dude. Like, dude, I paid, like, what, $15 for Die Rise, bro? But again, the thing is like, dude, think about it. Like, think about how much content we had with that kind of release. But with what we're getting now as well, with free updates in the span of like 1 month, or
yeah, like a lot.
Dude,
too.
we got
like
two whole
lot
Zombies maps, Citadelle, 4 brand new wonder weapons, elemental upgrades, these new equipment you can use, a new enemy type. We got 2 brand new perks. We got another survival map, the Tomb, and both of these have in-depth Easter eggs as well as a bunch of side Easter egg content, and both have fully fledged boss fights. Some of them even have more content than what we got with paid DLC back in the past. So why would we not be able to criticize that? Like, even comparing it to something like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, where we might actually even be getting more content for free. I don't understand the mindset.
Listen, I understand, but like,
yeah,
I don't understand. What am I talking about? Never mind. Get out of here. Get out of here, bro.
Well, I kind of get it. It's like, hey, we got free content, you know? Appreciate it.
Listen, I appreciate the fact that we're getting content,
I
man.
do.
Yeah.
I am not just complaining and being unappreciative. I think it's great, the fact that we've gotten this much content this fast for free. I think it's awesome. But that doesn't mean that the stupid choices that they're making, like locking the DLC weapons for a whole month after the map comes out. Like, they're adding the hand cannon to the box tomorrow. That came out, I think, at the launch of Season 1. Why do I have to just accept stupid decisions like that just because it's free content, you know?
Sammy Jade would love salvage in the box. Lol, imagine spinning and getting a lucky 5k salvage or something. I think perks would also be good. It's an interesting concept.
At first, I laugh. At first, I think, haha, that's funny, okay?
Salvage. You get salvage.
But then, I think about it. I would honestly hit the box more.
I would hit the box, dude. 5,000 salvage?
I could get... Dude,
bro,
5,000 salvage is a lot, dude. Like,
I would hit the box whenever I got the chance.
Dude, that's a legendary rarity upgrade. That's 2 mutant injections. It's like, that would make it a lot easier. But also, I think it would make something like weapon swapping with the rarity, I think, a bit less of a problem. But also, having stuff like perks in the box, I think that is cool. Because the thing is that, dude,
might get a perk for 950.
Yeah, dude, 950 when the base lowest price is 2,500, okay? And it gets up there into like 6,000-7,000, okay? And then what if you can drop it for a teammate too? Be like, dude, I got Deadshot out of the box. Anyone want this? Honestly, I don't think that's that bad of an idea. We have score streaks in the box. Salvage is one thing.
I know,
but perk cans, it would make me hit the box more. I want to hit the box in this game. So honestly, I kind of vouch for that. Not gonna lie.
Hey.
Okay, that's fair. Hit me with a comment.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Next up, we got a fire comment coming from No One Is There, Only Me, all right? And they said, no, the Tomb BO6 DLC is not worst, first of all. Second of all, no, the grind-locked content and side EE rewards are not issue. And third, no, BO6 doc is not worst. Just some food for thought. I mean,
I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah.
I appreciate just like laying it out there.
I mean, yeah,
like,
lots of evidence backing up these claims. It might not be.
What the fuck do they? Oh, DLC.
Yeah.
Like instead of the O is right next to L.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever argued that.
I haven't.
If BO6 has the worst DLC.
I've never said that in my life. All right, but moving on, I actually do have an actual comment. Hold on. So this next one's coming in from Reggie E5620, and they said, just stop trying to give them things to make the game better. Just stop playing the fucking game. So should we just stop playing the game if we don't like it, or should we try to improve it and try to give them feedback?
Wait, is this person saying for you to stop telling them
That's
ways
what I
to
interpreted
make
it as.
the game better?
Yeah, just stop trying to give them ideas to make the game better. Just stop playing the game.
Just stop playing the game.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stop playing the game, guys.
Just stop playing the game.
Yeah,
Stop trying to think
with
of
the game.
interesting game design.
Yeah, no. Just let the game die.
No,
I'm done, guys.
no,
I'm not
no.
playing this anymore.
No, they don't ever want feedback. They make the game and then they just
they just expect everyone to love it. That's what game design's all about, guys, right? We don't need a play test. We don't need to get feedback on features. Let's just make everyone like it, guys, right? All right, give me a comment.
Not even debatable. Worst zombies mode ever made. Shut up and cry now.
I'm not gonna cry, dude. I'm not a freaking baby, dude.
It's not the worst zombies.
It's not.
It's not. It's straight up. It's not the worst zombies.
Yeah, dude.
We like literally 2 years ago when we had Vanguard.
Dude,
were you not there for that? This is like fucking miles ahead.
It's like, the thing is, so many people do tend to forget and just label it as, dude, it's the worst zombies, guys. I hate everything. Everything sucks. But the thing is that, like, dude, legitimately, look at Cold War, okay? And look at all the improvements we have off of that, okay? We don't have the stupid pack-a-punch menu anymore. We have weapon kits back. They're not, every gun doesn't have these random attachments on it. We've got a streamlined salvage. There's not 2 salvage currencies anymore.
Yeah.
Dude, the Wonder Fizz locked till round 25, okay? You don't have 5,000 upgrades per perk, making it brain dead easy from the entirety of your game, okay? They rebalanced that. They removed where you were able to buff your loadout weapons with the crystals or whatever. You could upgrade every weapon class. Dude, the crew is back. We've got like the story is getting so much better. Chaos is back. It's like, these aren't repurposed multiplayer maps. These are from the ground up, brand new zombies maps.
Yep.
These aren't just something ported from campaign like we had from Cold War. Dude, we have as many maps as we had in the entirety of Cold War by the end of January. How is this the worst zombies mode? Yeah, if you prefer Cold War, it's one thing. But to say it's the worst, I really don't get it.
It's not my favorite zombies mode. I think there are many better zombies mode, but
I think people are just like,
genuine improvements from the previous ones.
There's so much good that the game does, and people just tend to just be like, just write off everything and forget about all the great new good stuff we've got here and just label it as the worst. Come on, man. It's like, if you're gonna do that, at least talk about why. It's like, you could just do the same talking points and be like, all right, dude, the point system sucks. I don't like loadout weapons. Like, it's too easy. I hate the boss spam. It's like, you could at least do that. Come on, let's get the conversation going, you know?
All they gotta do is hire back all the voice actors.
Dude, I hope so. I really hope that they weren't let go, bro. I really hope so. All right, so the next comment is coming from Jan HR2KH. And they said, my biggest problem with the Wonder Weapon is public lobbies. You need all the players to follow the purple orb. It's not hard, it's random. You can't just trust randoms. Having all players to follow the ball just for your Wonder Weapon is dumb, because the chance someone else getting the is low with the point system, even when 2-player has the Wonder Weapon, you have a big chance that out of 2 aren't helping you with the upgrade. I don't know, it's a little hard to understand, but I think the general kind of like consensus with this comment is the fact that we've got another like public lobby, not friendly thing like we had back in Shangri-La. And it is, I will genuinely say, it is actually frustrating, even doing it with friends and not knowing that this was how it was. And so the thing is that if you're playing with other people, be like, guys, can we just like, I just want to upgrade my staff. Can you guys just come here? Like, you can't do it by yourself, or else this step fails. That's the problem we had with Shangri-La. Killed public lobbies. You have to have all 4 players stand on those stupid plates to unlock the Pack-a-Punch. That shit sucks. you know? And they've been trying to make this game more casual friendly, guys, so everyone can love zombies, guys. Here's a loadout weapon, everything's fine, guys. And then they counter that with things like this that are completely not casual friendly at all. Even if you are casual and you don't care about the wonder weapon upgrade, having someone yapping in your ear like, dude, can you just come here? And then going there and downing because you don't want to do this shit at all. This is bad on all fronts. It's bad for the hardcore players and the casuals. That sucks.
Like, I think every Easter egg in BO1 required everyone, right, to do something? I don't know.
Everything but Call of the Dead.
That was something that I'm glad that they changed.
Yeah,
and
me too.
Now it's back.
Yeah, it's like, why are we just reintroducing this kind of thing back into the game? I thought, like, this is something that I don't know. I think we can do away with it.
This Daddy Chairman says, I stopped playing after a few hours 3 different days. And I wanted to include this one because this is my experience with the two.
Really?
Can appreciate the map for what it is. But both times I played it, I was just like, at a certain point, I was like, I'm done playing. Usually when I'm playing zombies, I will play until I die.
Yeah.
This one, I was like, all right, I think I'm good. And and I'm out. And like, if you're not upgrading the ice staff, if you're not doing if you're not doing like the main quest or certain side eggs, there's not a lot else to the map.
Yeah. I think that honestly, it mainly comes down to a thing of core mechanics. Mainly because, I mean, that's exactly how I felt going into the map. The thing is, I don't think the problem is with the map itself. Like, dude, I talked about this in one of my videos. 𝘾𝙤𝙢𝙢𝙀. What the fuck does 𝘾𝙤𝙢 have going on for it, dude? You've got an electric trap, the 4 perks on a pack-a-punch machine, a mystery box. What else? Literally, what else is there? Like, that's like, there's no side Easter eggs. There's no main Easter egg. There's like nothing, dude. It's just hop in, kill zombies, survive, pack-a-punch, get your perks. That's it. Imagine that kind of gameplay, old point system, all those old mechanics just plopped in on this map, dude. With the crazy dark ether and the fucking catacombs and how cool it is. Imagine 𝘾𝙤𝙢 with all these side Easter eggs, with the main quest, with an upgradable wonder weapon that has its own little quest. It's like, the problem's not with the map. All right, let's lift up the spirits a little bit.
I never know if you're being real or not when you say that. There's no way to tell. Mr.
_X8696 said, the Mabs here is funny. At the first time only. After that, it become very easy and boring. There are no challenges. The thing is that I do agree, this kind of goes off of what we were just talking about. It feels like the map is kind of just built for, hey, a fun first experience, but it's so much less replayable because of that, because they focus on that, you know? Okay, yeah, I spawn in with a new gun, I pack-a-punch it, I try it out, and I'm like, all right, before in the old systems, I would have to spin the box to try and get that new gun or something. Or if I want to try out the war machine, dude, I would have to spin the box to try and get that out of it. It's not guaranteed. I can't just craft it, you know? It's like, dude, that would take me multiple games to even get that from the box. It's like, dude, when a map would come out back in the day, getting a new gun or something like that, or even the wonder weapon for that map, it would usually take you like 4 or 5 games, you know? The next comment is coming from Ryan Clute 1377, and they said, it should always be quality over quantity. The zombies community would have been just fine waiting for longer, better maps. They could have combined the Tomb and Citadel into one in-depth map. Having more but all mid maps doesn't help the game in the future for replayability. Once the year's over, most people are just gonna come back and play what they enjoy. With that first kind of section of the comment there, it does seem like having something like the Tomb here, yeah, dude, I would actually have preferred if they would have just combined this with Citadel. What if that boss in Citadel, okay, was genuinely like a mid Easter egg boss fight? Like, imagine, like, you know, like Moon. Imagine if you did that step. After that, it unliked, it crumbled, and then there was, you go down like a little spiral staircase. The Tomb. I don't know, something like that would have been so cool, because it does feel like the maps are right next to each other. Like, legitimately, they go down the road. It's like, oh, the dig site's right there, guys. Right. But the thing that bothers me the most about Citadel is that it feels so small. I want to go explore the castle, you know? Or like, just like, it feels like there's like, it's so little. If they took some sections of the Tomb and added that to Citadel, like underneath the map as like a second level or something, I don't know. I think that would have been sick. You
just like take the dig site out maybe and just have the undercraft.
Yep.
And then Dark Ether.
Yep.
That would be, yeah, I agree. I think that there is that idea, because like we said,
Yeah.
It's DLC 2 by January.
Yeah.
So like on one hand, that's like, wow, that's a lot of content. That's awesome that we're getting it at this rate. But I kind of maybe would rather have waited a bit to have a more complete, in-depth experience.
Yeah. We just don't know is the thing. Because it's like, dude, if they sacrificed quality off of stuff like Citadel to pump out another map, yeah, that sucks. But the thing is that if they legitimately planned for Citadel to be exactly how it is, and they were like, you know what, we got enough extra dev time, we could do one new map every single season. Let's try to cut the Sentinel artifact out of Citadel and try to make a new, smaller experience that we can give them in the meantime in between the original plan for DLC 1 and 2. But we have no communication. We have no idea what the case is. So honestly, I think the biggest problem is a lack of communication. Let's go on to the next comment. Hit me with something nice.
D-Jack says, I think Treyarch has to find a way to make side EEs more unique. With the loadout and crafting system, it's harder to do that. Next map, they should solve this problem, I hope. Main quests are one thing, but side Easter eggs are another thing. They usually lead to a lot more replayability on a map, since it usually ties into normal gameplay, right? Like when you're going for a high round or stuff like that, you're gonna interact with the side Easter eggs more. And I know you talked about this in your video a lot, but a lot of the side Easter eggs are completely just like negated by the fact that they exist in some other form through just like doing things in the map. So it's essentially just an easier way to get things you can already get.
Yeah.
And so there's nothing that's deeper than that. Meanwhile, in the past, we've had just all sorts of side Easter eggs that are unique to that map, which I think is a huge issue. The fact that we're just not getting stuff that's unique to the map.
Yeah.
There is some. This is basically the epitome of this issue. I recently found out by watching a Milo video that. So you know the insta-kill side Easter egg that you can do near the quick revive thing when you blow up the little thing off outside the map. You can use a C4 to plant the C4.
Yeah. Yep.
And then, when you blow up the C4, the insta-kill will spawn in front of you, just like you're using an insta-kill gobble gun. Which means you can spawn that insta-kill in at any time once you detonate the C4.
Yeah, I think that's sick.
Stuff like that is so interesting to me. And I wish they did more things like that, where they have multiple systems interacting, and like, it would be, like, C4s by themselves aren't that interesting to me.
Yeah.
You have frags, semtexes, C4s, thermites. I think there's like another impact grenade.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. They're just random explosives.
Yep.
But when you have something like that where it matters when you detonate it, that's interesting. The fact that you can use C4s in an interesting way, we need more stuff like that. That is so interesting to me.
Yeah. The two things that come to my mind when I think about the side Easter eggs on the tomb, and like the two things that are just like, I don't know, they're just kind of boring, and it's just like, okay, one, the turned Easter egg, all right? So you can get a free turn for your gun, all right? And you have to do like a Simon Says kind of thing, shooting these like mannequin heads, and then you just get like a free turn for your gun, okay? It's like, dude, it's just 500 salvage, dude.
It's like, it's
legitimately, I could just sit in the spawn, or I could open up one door and just shoot the ether crystals that are there that each give you 50 salvage. And within the span of like 2 seconds, I could get the amount to just craft it in the spawn room. I don't know. The thing is that if it was something like more interesting where like, I don't know, like maybe it was turned, but it had the big game augment built in to where if you wanted to strategize, if you got that, there's only one turned like AAT thing in the map that you could do through the side Easter egg, and it has that special ability with that augment already built in. Then if you strategize out of the game and bring in augments that aren't that, you can actually stack up 3 augments together with turned to make it, on this map, your turned build with one gun, like crazy. You could turn elites, and then you could have those elites, like the zombies get attracted to the elites, and then it blows up. It's like you can stack those together to have something crazy like that, which you couldn't do otherwise. Like stuff like that, it's so simple. The pieces for that to happen are already there. They just haven't gone through with that. It's just basic turned, the exact same thing you can get with with just going to the arsenal machine. The other thing I always think of, all right, it's just there's so many different ways to get these things, all right, dude. The free perk Easter egg, okay? It's cool. I love that it's there. I think it's fun. I like doing it, all right? But my problem with it is that it doesn't really feel that special when you can also get free perks through doing trials and getting them through the trial loot. You can open up dig sites and then perks just come out from the dig sites. You can do the pod Easter egg in the Dark Ether where you shoot the little flies and then they can also drop you perks. And there's also no perk limit, so you could just buy whatever perks you want at any point. Yeah, you're saving money. Yeah, it's nice. If there wasn't all these other means to where you could get the exact same thing, it would feel so much more special, you know? Next comment is coming from Dave Mack, and they said, I see the upgrade quest and I'm like, fuck that. Even Origins didn't have a tedious shit quest like that. Now, I would like to disagree to the absolute fullest extent possible, because I've seen a similar comment from a lot of people saying that the quest for the Ice Staff is insane, guys. It's so hard, guys. I don't even want to do it, guys. Everything sucks. Everything sucks. Like, for those staff upgrades in Origins, you have to have a guide unless you're playing that map non-stop 24/7. You're like a fucking zombies mastermind, dude.
You haven't stopped playing since 2012.
Yeah, dude. I can do this the Ice Staff quest in the tomb like no problem. Like I can remember, it's so intuitive and easy, and it gets faster every time I do it, you know? Because legitimately, yeah, you have to do stuff to get it. Yeah, it's not easy, and it shouldn't be, you know? Because, dude, if you want it easy, just go hit the box. It's getting the initial Ice Staff, I think, is the hardest part of it.
Honestly, it seems to me like the tedious part is getting the Ice Staff initially.
Like, you shoot the crystals or whatever, you do a lockdown, shoot the crystals, do a lockdown, and then you do one final lockdown protected from zombies. I mean, even then, it's not that bad. But think about Origins, okay? You have to open up pretty much the entire map, dude. It's a big-ass map. You gotta go get that disc. You gotta go wait till it's snowing, and then you have to dig all those dig sites for a random chance to get the part you need, okay? And then once you get it, you have to go get the gramophone part to then go to the Ice Staff thing, like the Ice Staff portal down by the church, to then go get the crystal. And then you go there and you craft it or whatever, okay? Honestly, it takes me way more time on Origins. Because the thing is, like, yeah, I could get that within the first couple rounds if I wanted to. But I have to point max out my ass every single time. And then, oh, Panzer's coming in. I need to figure out a way to upgrade my stuff to take care of him. Being able to open that entire map and also buy perks, because you're gonna need Jug. Like, trying to do that with just like Quick Revive or something, it's not easy. But the thing is, if you do that, I think you deserve to have it that early. But then that was just getting the Ice Staff, okay? Upgrade for the Ice Staff. You have to solve that cryptic ass puzzle that you need a guide for. And then you have to go shoot those 3 boxes with the Ice Staff and then shoot them with the gun and break them. And then you have to turn the things in at the bottom of the mound to then shoot the crystal for the Ice Staff. And then you have to go do the lockdown in the ether. That's like 10 times more annoying, and like you have to traverse the entire map, do all these things.
Yeah, to me, it's not even that any of the steps are particularly tewedious. Yeah. It's just, in Origins, I feel like it's longer.
The thing is,
it's just longer.
Yeah.
It's like, I wouldn't say it's particularly less or more enjoyable. I could see them both being enjoyable, but it's just the timing. This is from 𝘿𝙤𝙤𝙢𝙪𝙣𝙙. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did your best.
They need to have a single mimic like a Panzer every so many rounds, but they do way more damage, and instead of chasing you, they run away and turn back into an item. So they just keep fooling you until you chase them down. No spams, double down on the cool mimicry feature, but it's constantly lingering until you catch and kill it.
Yeah.
I think this is a great idea. That's very interesting. Great. I think it's like, I feel like they should still chase you like a bit, and maybe have like AI that changes from chasing you to running away, like something like that, or make it so that like it's a challenge to kill them and they give you a reward for killing them, so you try and follow them around while they run away and hide.
Yeah.
That's also something that could be interesting. But stuff like this where the boss zombies are boss zombies, not special enemies, I'm all for. I think it would make them feel a lot more unique, and it would reduce the spam, and it would just make for a lot more of an interesting experience when it comes to them.
And the thing is that it's so much harder to get fooled by the mimic stuff, okay? When there's so many on those later rounds. Dude, you'll walk into a room, there's 3 perk cans, 1 upgrade crystal, an ether wrench. It's like, dude, I know what's going on here. Like,
but no, you're not fooling anybody,
the thing is that if it only happened like once every 3 to 5 rounds, okay? And then you're walking around the map and you're like, oh, a mutant injection. And you go up to it. The thing is, when you do that, and the mimic pops out, it grabs you. I think, yeah, doing that, and what if it did that and then it wiped all your armor, okay?
Ooh.
And so then you're super vulnerable. And so you're like, dude, I don't want to be walking around the map and then have this thing come out of nowhere and just wipe my armor away while I'm trying to go do something else.
You gotta pay attention.
Then, yeah, it'll hit you, wipe your armor, and then it runs away. And then you're like, shit, dude, I gotta chase this thing down. I love this idea. I think this is a great idea.
Yeah, so you're just constantly like, I can't have this shit happen to me again. I have to fucking get him.
It just reminds me of like the Pentagon thief, you know, when he would come in, it's like, oh shit,
exactly.
This motherfucker's gonna take my gun. He grabs it and he's running away. You're like, give me my ray gun. Oh hell no.
Mystery box.
Fucking kill this kid. You motherfucker, stop hitting the box and kill this kid.
I can't see him.
Jesus
You can
Christ.
still shoot him.
Just shoot behind me, you motherfuckers.
No,
Oh my god. Crazy. It's almost like we could have killed him 15 minutes ago when I was running around in circles for an hour and a half. It's like, that was fun. We need to go back in that direction. Dude, imagine if in this map, there was like the Pentagon thief, okay? But there was 5 of him every round. And then he just grabs like, it's like, fuck off. I don't need this. So yeah, I think that's the biggest part about the comment. I think it's a great idea. The other thing is that just having it so that it's like once every couple rounds, not every single round. With the special zombies, it's like, we gotta tone it down.
I agree. It needs to be toned down. I don't dislike the idea of special zombies as a whole. A lot of special zombies. I think that's still interesting, but like, I think there needs to be a boss zombie.
Yeah, the bosses aren't boss enough when you're having to spam 2 to 3 of them every single round.
Yep.
You know, it's like when there's like the amalgams, dude. It's like, just give me one amalgam that has a crap ton of health. Any day of the week, would much rather have that, you know? So this one's coming from Tech Host or TechHost HD. And this was actually coming from like a conversation that I was having. And so this was kind of the last thing that they said, and I thought it was kind of interesting. They said, the difficulty curve in modern zombies is the exact opposite of classic zombies. It starts off easy and gets much harder as you go on. More and faster zombies, okay? The damage scaling in modern zombies, you know, plus the special boss spam. Then in classic zombies, it starts out much harder, but becomes brain dead easy once you're set up on most maps. Because zombies don't get any faster or hit any harder as the rounds progress. So once you're set up and start training, it's very difficult to die unless you do something stupid. But getting to that point is much more difficult. And so I think this person has kind of just basically just put into words why everyone is so conflicted on modern zombies versus, you know, classic zombies. It's because that curve of difficulty is completely flipped. You would just have to like try your ass off in those early rounds to try and get set up and get Jug as soon as possible to then try to hit the box and get that wonder weapon and get everything pack-a-punched. But it's like, dude, once you got all that, you were kind of chilling. You would just train, throw on some music, and just like, yeah, you're vibing. You're just goofing around, having fun with the boys, you know? But yeah, now in modern zombies, it's like, okay, you start off brain dead easy from the start. When before, that was the payoff for hours of hard work. Then it becomes annoyingly difficult later on with how the boss, it's like, dude, without armor on round 100, the zombies do 100 damage. It's a 3-hit down with a maxed out Jug. It's not fun. They're super sprinters. They hit super fast. 3 hits, your armor's gone, dude. 3 hits, you're done. That doesn't feel good. It feels fine in old zombies when you get 3 hits swiped in something like Black Ops 3 because it's round 1. You've not invested anything into that game. And so when that bullshit happens, it's like, all right, you know what? I'll hop and try again. That was stupid. That was on me. Next time I'll be more careful. In modern zombies, dude, that's happening when you're well into your game and you get hit with some bullshit and instantly die. It's like, dude, this shit sucks. So it starts off boring and then it starts getting fun, but as soon as it starts getting fun, they just absolutely swarm you with bullshit, you know? And for the next episode of Your Thoughts On, we want to get your guys' thoughts on the story of Black Ops 6 Zombies so far. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you want the Black Ops 6 story to keep going? Or should they just
Or should they end it?
Like, or do they just
Halfway
end
through
it?
the DLC cycle.
Should they just end the story? Should we just should we kill Weaver? All right, if you guys enjoyed the video, let me down in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of content. And yep, bye-bye. See ya. Later, dude.
Keep all of that in.